Hello, so we are here with Sahiqa Bennett. Lovely to see you. So we're just going to ask you a few questions today, and we're here at the Creative Women Forum 2025, okay? So you've gone from Silicon Valley to Saudi Arabia, connecting innovation ecosystems around the world. So what inspired the global journey?
It's a problem that I think has long existed, connecting to new markets, and especially Saudi Arabia. It felt like a lot of people really wanted to get involved, but didn't really know how to enter. So it felt like a natural thing to sort of connect two incredibly ambitious ecosystems and creative parts of the world together.
So AI is such a forward-thinking concept, using AI to bridge startups, investors, and professionals. How do you see platforms like yours helping to accelerate Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030?
So Vision 2030 is all about innovative solutions, talent, big thinking, but the world has different time zones and different weekends and weekdays, so it does make it somewhat difficult. So Aya just felt like a natural sort of evolvement of what we do in person, right, in meetings and events, and I felt, how cool would it be if someone could just actually be welcomed to a market anytime, any place, and just present themselves? And that's how the idea was born, but especially for Vision 2030, because it has a deadline, it has huge needs, and I thought, what better place to actually do it than a place that has these huge vision.
Amazing. Great. So you've spent over a decade nurturing innovation in the Middle East. How do you think collaboration and inclusion drive real progress in these fast-growing markets?
I think when the speed is fast, sometimes people can overlook a lot of things, but I think there's no excuse to sort of make sure that inclusivity is at the front of mind. Our platform is open regardless of what gender you are, what your background is. As if you have a concept, you are welcome to pitch it, and there's nothing more inclusive than that. There's no barriers to entry. So that was one of the key things that I wanted to make sure was technology is bridging these gaps in a really fair way. And we always hear about technology doing the opposite, and I felt like this was a place where it could, be inclusive straight away.
So you're passionate about empowering women, youth, and entrepreneurs. What changes have you witnessed recently that makes you hopeful for the next generation?
I think AI is really breaking down a lot of barriers, again, because of the needs. I think that more and more women are getting involved. If you look at Saudi Arabia, we have got one of the highest rates in technology. So 36% of the population are in tech, which is higher than even Silicon Valley itself. I'm hopeful for the next generation because I think that a lot of governments have woken up, a lot of countries have woken up to the fact that things do need to be done in a new way, and kind of been forced into this change. Saudi was already ahead because of Vision 2030, but it's nice to see that we can all kind of move forward together as a society, and not leave that next generation behind, and also think about women more and more that do want to come into the workplace, do want to get involved. There is such a wide spectrum right now, and I think before things have you had to have 5 or 10 years experience to enter something, which made it very difficult for women, especially when they've taken time out of the workplace. Whereas with the markets that we're in now, you can literally access information, teach yourself, and get into the the forefront of it.
So the forum's theme this year is empower, engage, sustain. How do those values reflect your own leadership and vision in Aya?
Very much so. I think empowering women, empowering each other really is about how collaboratively people and businesses will get ahead. Sustainability, that is such an important topic. So beyond Vision 2030 for Saudi, we've got Vision 2040 and Vision 2050 as well. So it's not actually going to be stopping there. And thinking of things of, I think, society in general, I think we've come from a place as a society and as a world where there have been a lot of short-term things. And I think for once we are becoming more conscious of how we are generating things like energy to power the data centers. There's lots of great innovation in that space. So sustainability isn't as difficult as people think. And yeah, it can just all be included.
So if you wanted to tell the audience and the viewers a little bit about your company as well and exactly what you do for someone that may not have ever heard of you, if you could just sum that up in a few sentences. Thank you.
So Aya is a platform which is connecting startups, investors, and funds and talent to Vision 2030. We're connecting globally and locally. People can pitch by video autonomously with our AI and be found. I think one of the biggest challenges in the world is that there are some great companies, but they're difficult to find. So I wanted to sort of develop something which invites people in. We're also doing the other way around. We're also working with funds to help them invest globally, whether it's from Saudi Arabia or from Silicon Valley, to what is the next big thing that they can invest in. I truly think that these channels are open for business, and Aya really is an enabler in the middle of all of this to make sure that governments can get what they need to get done faster, Vision 2030 can be accelerated, and the startups and founders don't get forgotten. If anything, we want to see them succeeding, and I'm really excited about what's going on right now.
And finally, where can people find you online or connect with you to follow your incredible work that you're doing with Aya?
So you can find us on our website, which is aya.ai. We're also very active on LinkedIn, and we hold events as well. So we are very much in between Riyadh and Saudi Arabia, and also Silicon Valley. But we do international road shows, and we have more planned across London, as far as Japan as well. But what I would say was follow us on LinkedIn, reach out to us on Instagram. We post a lot of things on there, and we'd love you to be part of our journey. And we've actually got a feed on aya.ai on our platform where you can learn about Saudi Arabia and also post content yourself. We really want people to start sharing and asking questions. What is it that we can help you with?
Perfect. Well, thank you, and enjoy the rest of the forum. Okay.